Hello, I'm your local Time Lord, and welcome to another episode of Wot M8 Wednesdays. Now, today's topic consists of fandoms. Now, there are many reasons why I don't like fandoms, and I'm going to quickly list them before I get deeper into the topic. 1. The over-obsessive fans. 2. The really intrusive fans. And 3. The disrespectful and rude fans. It is fine to be a fan of something. I mean, if you haven't guessed, I'm involved in many a fandom, the main one being Game of Thrones, got Daenerys so much, got Daenerys so much, I don't know. So I am involved in many a fandom. But that also makes me quite aware about the downside to fandoms. Fandoms are wonderful. They create families and friends, essentially. They create this bond with people over the internet who, wouldn't have met in real life if it weren't for the common interests that they had, and thanks to social media, which managed to bring them together. And it's an amazing thing that has happened. But there are people out there who either strive to just make people miserable by attacking them. The over-obsessive fans, which also link to the other two which I listed, which was intrusive and disrespectful. And, the people who will go out of their way to try and invade, say, a YouTuber or a celebrity's life as much as they can, forgetting that they're human. Like, the over-obsessive fans tend to be complete nutters. They like to scream to the world that they like certain things, right? But then they also don't like it when other people have different opinions. Say they don't like the same fandom as someone else, and they will be rude about it. Or if you don't like the same fandom they do, they will literally attack you. Not physically, hopefully, that hasn't happened, but you never know. The disrespectful and rude ones also come into that category, and the intrusive will literally go out of their way to find a certain YouTuber, celebrity, or maybe director, or something that is to do with the fandom, or even other people, and they will invade their life in any way they can, stalking social media, try finding their addresses. It's wrong, essentially. You have to understand that when it comes to the celebrities, the YouTubers, the directors, the writers, etc, they are all human too. They might be a bit more famous for something that you thoroughly enjoy. That does not mean it gives you the right to stalk them and try and befriend them when they obviously don't want you to be their friend, or just to be genuinely rude to them because you feel like you have this really strong affiliation towards them and therefore you have to be in their life in some way. If they wanted you to be in their life, they try and include you, and that doesn't mean you go to their house and you stalk them, or it doesn't mean that you personally harass them on social media or through mail or whatnot. You have to be respectful because they're people too. Going back to the obsessive one, when it comes to obsessive, they tend to be rude and disrespectful. Not all of the time. Most people in fandoms who tend to be obsessed or just genuinely like something can be kind and respectful, but then there are those people who go out of their way to hurt people, and they go out of their way to just be rude about other fandoms, and whenever anyone says something either against their fandom, sharing their own opinion, or just genuinely saying, oh, I don't like this, but sure, go ahead and like it, they will be rude to you and they will attack you and just essentially cyberbully you, which is never okay. For example, I was round Kayla's, Kayla, check out a vlog or whatever that I made like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember when I did it. I was around Kayla's for Halloween about 2 years ago, and we went trick-or-treating because we're cool people. I dressed up as the 11th Doctor. Cool. We were hanging out with Kayla's cousins, who are slightly younger than us, and I didn't realise that they liked Justin Bieber a lot. And personally, I don't find any enjoyment in his music. I mean, sure, if you like him, then go ahead, do what you want. I don't care. But they were talking about Justin Bieber, and then they asked, oh, have you heard this song, to me? And I was like, no, I don't like Justin Bieber. Jesus Christ. I created a really big argument. Oh, why don't you like him? I didn't say I didn't like him, although he hasn't done the best of things, according to the media. I mean, who knows? I don't know him personally. But I don't like his music, and I think it's quite basic, and it's just not my type. And then they just started being very verbal, and they were like verbally attacking me at any chance they got, and they called me stupid and very much worse words. A variety of swearing was involved. And they were being so obsessive. Then they brought up the whole cut for Bieber. Just that was the biggest, oh my god. Like, there were these over-obsessive fans who would literally cut their arms, self-harm, for Justin Bieber, and then try and make that trend on Twitter and Instagram, and it's just like, what has the world come to? It's like those people who killed themselves just because Zayn Malik left One Direction. Or they claimed to, I don't know exactly, but apparently that happened, and you just gotta think, what the hell goes through these people's minds? To think that, you know, that's, it's just, oh my god, what is wrong with people? Sometimes, I understand that you might have this huge link or affiliation towards this person. You don't have to kill yourselves just because they left a band. Why? What is that? Oh my god. It's like, spoilers, but Jon Snow killed off in Game of Thrones. I'm not exactly gonna kill myself over it. It made me really sad, yeah, but like, it's just madness. And yeah, I was so done by the end of Halloween. I mean, luckily we went home and we watched I Am Legend and we ate a lot of food, and I got to hang out in my awesome tweed jacket. I didn't have a fez, unfortunately, but I'm working on it. And it was a good night apart from that, but just people can be ruthless. I'm not talking about all fandoms. A lot of fandoms are really respectful, especially if you're just solely dominated by books. For some reason, book fandoms are just so peaceful towards each other. Like, I respect you. You're really respectful to all, like, just each other. In conclusion, on the internet, when it comes to fandoms, be nice, be happy, and respect everyone's opinions because everyone's different. You may not like something that someone else likes, or vice versa, and that does not give you the right to be rude to anyone just because you don't agree with it. And I think that comes to more than just fandoms. Any opinion, just don't hate people. Don't hate on people. Be happy. If you'd like to see more of my videos, don't forget to click subscribe. I will link all of my social media in the description. Also Emily's links, because again she edited this. So thank you again. I will say thank you all the time, just leave it. Share this video if you liked it as well. Tell your friends to come see me. I would like some friends. Come on, I'm lovable. You can't deny it. Look how much hair I have. Subscribe for free hair, there you go. Do you like a wig? You can have all of this. You can't have Daenerys because she's mine. Like this video, comment if you wish. I will see you next week with another episode of Wot M8 Wednesdays. I'm out.